What up? What up? What up? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? Hope all is well. Everybody's good. Oh no, hold on. I just messed up. Tech Money, what is going on? My bad. I had a live on Rumble and I just destroyed it. Just give me 1 second. I may have messed that up. God dang. Mm-mm-mm. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. All right, there we go. We're good. We're back in action. Tech Money, what's up? Soviet Windows. I guess welcome. Really slow. What's going on? I wonder, did you guys get notifications? Mud, what's going on? Stifler Manufacturing, what is up? 2A is the way. For sure. Tactical Tina, how are you? That it absolutely is the way, for sure. Because 2A, Second Amendment, protects the rest of amendments. A lot of people don't really get that, but that's wild. That's wild, Tech Money. I wonder what's going on with that. Figure that out. Let me do something real quickie. So, how's everybody doing? I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in so long. I've been going through some stuff and you know, just going through lives. We all know this, it's a common thing for that to happen. We all go through it, you know. We definitely all go through it. It is sorry. I gotta do some stuff. I should have did this before. It's crazy. I'm trying to get back in the groove of things. These last 2 months have been insane. Without a doubt, they have been insane. Sorry. Clickety, clickety, clickety. Oh, but yeah. Anyway, let's see. Had to do some stuff. Soviet Windows, you got notified. That's pretty dope. Sassy7, what is good? Ether, how are you? How are you? James Gordon, what's good? Haven't seen you in a while. Really slow. Da, 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 da. Life do be life, and that is a fact. Gen Champ, what's up? Yeah, so I appreciate that, Ether. I'm good. I'm good. Just getting back to normal scheduling. I swear, 2025 has been nuts since it started. It has been nuts. And we have done lives. I'm pretty sure we've done lives prior to, but I feel like this is like the first live of the year for me where like I'm completely locked in and I don't have, well, I have a million things on my mind all the time, but I don't have a million and two things on my mind. So, you know, it's yes, yes, yes. It is Big Fish's birthday. Send Big Fish birthday wishes if you guys have him on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. Go harass him. Wish him a happy birthday. But so, uh, boy, oh boy, what is good, everybody? How's everybody been? Is everybody okay? Everybody cool? It's been a wild 2025. This past weekend, MD Arsenal had their fourth anniversary, which was pretty sick. I had such a good time. You know, Believe it or not, this weekend, even though it was hectic, it felt like the sense of normalcy, I guess. Like the first feeling I got, where I was just like, okay, this is how things are supposed to be, more or less. Like I said, I just been, you know, just going through a bunch of different stuff and dealing with a bunch of different stuff that life lives. But Enjoy your birthday drink. I might go get a drink with you. I did I did get to meet Mike Henn. So shout out Mike Henn. I got to meet Mike Henn, which guys, I want you to know something. And Mike Henn can attest to this. Chris Stevenson can attest to this. Muddy Munitions can attest to this. Uh, everyone that I have met in person, who comes through the chat and is in the chat, you guys have no idea how that makes me feel. Like, I think I am super fascinated, you know, when especially when you guys just like pop up somewhere. You guys, everybody does the same thing. They come up like, yo, what's up, Dust? And I'm like, what's going on? Everybody kind of forgets that you're in the chat. I don't see your face. I don't know your real names. Well, at least some of you, I don't know your real names. I only know your handles. And please believe I remember everyone's handles, regardless whether they're here all the time or they're not. So, like when I meet like people and they're like, yo, I came to, come see you. And I'm just like, what? That's crazy. It blows my mind. So it's always a dope thing to get to meet you guys in person. So it's crazy. It is absolutely insane. Fish, what are you doing? Fish went with a smile. That's weird. Yo pimps. So outside of that, yeah, spicy, huh? You made a spicy one? Yeah, look, you gotta pour some of that out. When you make a drink too spicy, you're just like, oh. So yeah, it is always a super dope thing. I'm always fascinated in that, and getting to see you guys and like meet you guys in person. It's actually pretty sick. Um, yeah, this weekend at MD Arsenal is pretty dope. A bunch of content creators came through. A bunch of people. Graham was there. It's always a pleasure to see Graham. Graham is super funny. Graham's two boys were there. Them little dudes are funny. They're super good shooters. It's insane. It is insane. Graham's kids are amazing shooters, bro. In fact, one of Graham's sons handled a MP5 SD better than anyone else. He grouped, I want to say, a 3-inch hole, a full 30 with a 3-inch hole, and blew the hole out while everybody else was and then bringing it back. He was on it and it did not move. It was amazing. Shout out Graham for sure. Happy birthday, Fish.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. How old are you? 25?
Yeah, 28.
28? Dope, bro. I remember when I was 28. It was good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
just let your soul go.
It is what it is. Yo, Tech Money, we're all in it together, bro. Shit happens. Shit happens. Yo, yeah, Chris. All of them hit on the circle. All of them. No one else did that. So, yeah, man. So what do you got planned for your birthday, Fish? You just chilling?
Just chilling.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Bro, I got my birthday present.
Dope. What'd you get?
I went to Philly for the NFC Championship
Oh,
game.
dope. Hey,
Yeah.
you never know what you. You never know what you. You never know what you. That could have been your birthday present, and on your birthday, you're like, yo, I got this Lambo out in my driveway. Like, you never know. You never know. So, yeah, man. So I've been hearing a lot of talks. I've been talking on the side with people, side conversations about stuff, about a bunch of different stuff pertaining to two-way, which is also amazing. I want to say like for this live, we'll get off the tears because that's what it always ends up at. It's not so much about the tears in this conversation. It's gonna be more of you know, necessity based, if that makes any sense, right? Because there is an absolute we're all consumers no matter how you look at it. It is what it is. We're all consumers. We Whether it's ammo, gear, accessories, firearms. Now, how and what we get, some is based off necessity, some is just off of want, some is whatever. I personally think that I'm kind of tired of fighting with people. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like almost an endless battle. It's not even an endless battle. It's a preempted battle. It's like you're fighting. You're like we get into these conversations with people, and we're trying to teach them something that they're gonna learn, right? And I'm kind of over like the whole like, yo, like save yourself the hassle. Like I'm kind of over that. I'm kind of over like the save yourself your hassle. I've been more on the like, yo, do what you want.
Yeah.
You know, it's your money, dog. Do what you want. Because what happens is in 6 months, a year and a half, you see them start talking about other shit. And then you see the interest spark. And then the conversation change. And then things, like that transpire to other things and, whatever. So I think 2025, I think I'm kind of done with arguing that. But I just more or less want to talk about like gear and accessories. Like, is there a proper middle ground? You know, And is the middle ground based off of a financial thing or based off of actual quality or based off of an actual necessity? You know? Oh, Garen, it's not drama, it's never drama. Not with me at least. It's not a drama thing. Like I don't like you can see me argue about something on here and the moment that conversation's over or that live button ends, I kind of just like, all right, whatever. Like I don't lose sleep over it. Just on to the next. So I don't know. I just kind of wanted to see where everybody's mind is at, right? So, conversation I had today, and funny enough, with Red Dawn, right? And this conversation, what this is a part three of an ongoing conversation, and obviously it's about optics.
God.
Yeah, it was about optics. So obviously, you know where it stemmed from. It started with the whole Hollison thing. Everybody knows my take on it. I'm not gonna bash it. I'm done bashing Hollison. I'm not gonna do this no more. Like, you get what you want. Hollison's been around long enough to a point that they should have made a product that I probably wouldn't know about because I gave up on it. They should have made a product that can hold up and withstand, at minimum, the general consumer's needs, right? And a general consumer's needs plus, which means you shoot a little bit more than the average, but the average person probably doesn't let off more than like 50 rounds a year. So like we talked and I legit was like, yo, RMR is king. And he sent me a link of these dudes. What was it called? Barrel and Hatchet.
Barrel and
Bar-
hatchet.
Barrel and Hat. I think. Red Dawn. Speaking of Red Dawn, is right there. Um, Barrel and Hatchet. Sassy 7.
I'll
I
be right.
recommend I recommend you do your research and not just one day of research.
People be
Yeah,
running
yeah.
away
No, I'm
from it.
talking about I'm starting this live off with our like not exactly our convo, but like our convo essentially. Um, you know, I said RMR's king, he sent me this link about actually, yo, Red Dawn, if you want to hop on, and I ain't talking about tier. We're not talking tiers. So what'd you come up with, Sassy 7? So this is where it's valuable knowledge. RMR is king. And I told him this a few weeks ago, and he was super against it. He was super against it. These dudes came out a video. I guess they tried all this stuff and did all this stuff and whatever. And things are nothing. That's hilarious. Um, you know, And you know what wasn't a problem? RMR is tried and true, whatever. Yeah, it's a little expensive, but
Just let your soul glow.
that specific conversation wasn't based off of that specific conversation that generally started wasn't based off of which optic was better. It was a closed emitter thing. We were talking about general red dots in these mailboxes, these little cubes. And I was like, yo, I really don't see a need for a cube like one of these mailboxes. Like, I'm just not into it. It's really not my thing. I really don't see the actual benefit of it. And everybody's like, oh, wind, water, fire. Everybody's talking about all this fucking the elements. Shit's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. And that's how I feel about it. But that was just a very interesting conversation. And I'm glad you came to your senses, Red Dawn, that RMR is king, in my opinion, at least. Yeah. Now gear and accessories. I'm a mutual fish. Gear and accessories. Yo, and you know what? That brings it to a good point. In my you know, subjective opinion, however you want to call it, I generally believe that if when you EDC, you should not EDC uh 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 with a red dot. Like that's just my personal opinion. I really don't see the need for it. I don't think that it's going to help you in that situation, considering what an EDC is for. And by data collected, uh, when most people have to use their concealed carry, it's not at a distance that where a red dot is going to benefit you at all. In fact, it's at a distance that if you shoot your pistol as you should, you wouldn't even need iron sights. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they say that most in data collected fish, correct me if I'm wrong, in most situations it's within 10 yards?
Point shoot shit.
Yeah, point it's a point shoot shit. Absolutely. Point shoot shit. Like so when I see people with the red dots on there, and like I said, this is just my subjective view. Like I think that's just, you know, I don't know. It's kind of pointless, but at the end of the day, it's your money, you know. Said I ran irons on my AR for the first 15 years before getting an optic, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know why mud and munitions? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna know how to use irons. And there's people that get rifles, there's people that get ARs, and a lot of ARs don't come with irons anymore. They don't. So what do? They look in the counter and they grab a red dot and completely skip over irons, which I think that's a big no-no. But I don't know. No problem, Kurt. Yo, Kurt, you got a nice discount. That was pretty cool. That was dope. Kurt did it smart. He did it right. But I don't know, man. That's just my personal opinion. When it comes to that. As far as gear, I don't think I also personally don't think most people it would be cool if they did, but most people don't need the top tier gear. They don't need the highest level of plate carrier. You get some good plates. I would say that you don't need the highest level or the Gucci battle belts. You know, you don't need the craziest Gucci sling when it comes to that stuff, like, and I feel like we always talk about tiers and stuff like that, but that's stuff that always gets overlooked. And that stuff is kind of important. Like having a sling on your rifle definitely is important. On my go-to, I run a goon beam. It works for me and what I like. And what I mean by works for me is that I tried to break it and it never broke. It works. And that's what I like. shit that holds up, shit that works. It's reliable. I don't care about weight too much. I like durability and reliability. I've made my own slings before. Yo, bro, if you can make a sling and it works, go for it. You could save yourself 50, 60 bucks, 40 bucks, 30 bucks. Just make sure it works. He said, put that money towards ammo and range time. Of course, absolutely. He said, I'm 100% on irons. Don't want red dot. I get it. I understand. Now, when it comes to, AR stuff, like I said, I think you should run irons for a little bit before you hop over to that red dot or LPVO or holographics or whatever you're going to use. Learn your system. How'd you make your own sling? I'm very interested, Garen. And I also feel like, go ahead. What you about to say?
Sewing machine.
Yo, that's dope. If he made it, I mean, yo, don't fucking be condescending about a sewing machine. You have a sewing machine because I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, bro, if he made, he's like, yo, yeah, I made one with a sewing machine. That's crazy because now I'm all invested. I want to see it. I want to see how it looks.
Well, plus you could just buy the strap.
Use a fucking JanSport book bag strap.
You just buy that strap shit, and then you get the loops. Could be done.
It could be done. No, absolutely. And that was a thing. Weird type. You said paracord sling, right? So you know how like they have the QDs, the hooks, they have all different types. That whole paracord sling thing came from guys like taking paracord and they're like, yo, I'm tired of like my QD locking up at one point, or I'm tired of it popping out. And they're like, I'm just gonna take this and run some paracord through it and put it right here. And then it started there, and then somebody made attachments. What's up?
They braided it up.
They braided it up. So now on both ends of your sling, you have paracord, which also makes sense. Like I said, I don't think personally you need to spend a bunch of money on a sling. I think there's enough sling companies that you just figure out what your PP archives has fish bought the MR556A4. I don't know.
Why y'all think I would buy it? I'm poor, bro. You gotta talk dust.
I don't got it. I actually made a text about that.
Oh god.
I sent a message about that. I was like, what's up with that thing? Nah. But a buddy of yours has a Baylor twine string sling. Yo, I'm just saying, like, yo, I feel like you don't need to break the bank on a sling. That's one item you don't need to break the bank on. And the reason I'm saying stuff like this and I'm bringing up other stuff like this is because I feel like everybody has this I know data collected that everybody thinks that we're all only the fucking top. And there's for me at least, it's not like that. Look at this guy. He went in the bathroom, went like this.
I'm still in my work clothes, man.
He did the lick of the hand and then combed it over. What sling do you run?
Vickers.
Faro Concept Slingster.
That's high tier shit. The Faro Concepts is nice too. Acro P2.
Yo, Fish, you want to trade me for an RMR?
I got one of those, bro.
You only got one? Jeez.
How many?
That was a 6 a.m. conversation with Fish. Like, Fish, wake your ass up! Wake your ass up! That's cool. You got a
Yeah, I like the honeycombs for on rifles.
He said, just got in the room. First thing I hear is Fish says he's poor. We don't believe you.
Right. My dog's wearing an HK hat.
He's like that, doggy.
No, I feel you.
So it 550 cord sling. Goddamn, LOL. Yo, bro, I'm just saying the reason I'm talking about this stuff is because, bro, like over the last 2 months, and I haven't really got to sit down and talk with the chat and talk with you guys because shit's just been nuts. I don't like the kung fu grips. That's me personally. You could do what you want.
Yeah,
I'm not into it. I'm not into it.
They
I am
seem
not
pretty
into
nice.
it at
I've
all.
tried all of the shit, bro.
Do you like your grips to be like straight up and down or have a
No.
little cant to them?
Magpul MOE, the Magpul MOE Plus, the rubber
Yeah.
one. I am
Depends
fine
on
with
the
that.
gun. Depends on the gun.
Yeah,
Fair
if
enough.
it's more
It
like
does
precision, I think more straight up and down.
more straight, but not directly. You just want, I don't know, whatever.
I like a little slant too.
Dude,
The
I've
B5
tried
grips are
all
dope.
of this shit. I've tried the Gucci shit.
Yeah.
I've tried the medium shit.
Yeah.
I've tried the Porsche shit. And I'm not talking just grips. I'm talking lights, lasers, optics.
Laser. Yeah.
I'm talking like I've tried
all of it. Yeah.
all of this shit, bro.
Yeah.
And I think it comes down to like run what you brung, bro. Get what you can afford and run it. Like that's it.
Yep.
Who gives a fuck what anybody thinks? You know what I mean? Like
I just hold on, wait.
Like I would have aims on my BNTs. Motherfuckers would talk shit, and I'm like, "Have you tried the fucking aims?"
Aims
It's
is
one of the
good.
best. It's one of the best optics I've seen. Like, I'm not saying it's better than an EOTech, but it's good. It's great under nods. It's pretty fucking durable because I throw my shit around, bro. All my shit's got scratches on it. I ran it. It's got a good field of view. It's got some good options. I don't care for the fucking solar shit, but like it was decent. And I was trying to tell people that years ago.
A while ago.
Ames is fire.
A while ago.
Ames is good.
I was just saying, like, yo, there's a
I don't know. That's the
welcome.
Oh, wire tight on tactical turkeys.
Sorry, hey, I sniped that join link.
Nah, it's all good. You're good, man. You're good. I haven't met you, so I was just like, and I seen the stash, and I was like, he's got to be interesting.
Yeah, wire tight's my boy.
So yeah, bro. Because like I said, yo, we've had like I've personally in the last 6 weeks to 7 weeks have had conversations with people, and people are like, oh, you guys only like, and not saying me, talking about the group collectively. Talking about you guys just like this. And I'm like, yo, that's not true. That's not true at all. Like it's the furthest from the truth. We're just saying certain firearms, maybe you should step away from what you have and go a little better. That's what we're saying. It doesn't necessarily have to be fucking Knights. It doesn't necessarily have to be LMT. It doesn't necessarily have to be HK. Like there's other options outside of some shit that is just like, you could have spent your money a little better.
Yeah, I mean, I've been running a PSA for like almost 5 years now.
All right.
And I'm probably gonna do a BCM on my next build.
There you go.
Okay.
So
nice. So okay. You said 4 or 5 years of running a PSA. Did you upgrade anything?
I haven't upgraded. I mean, I've changed out the furniture and I put an LPVO on. Actually, Red Dawn and I did a trade. He gave me an LPVO and I gave him my Hollow Sun Red Dot. But no, I haven't really done anything to it. I haven't had to change the bolt carrier group. The only problem that I have ever had with my rifle is I developed burrs on my feed ramps one time, which I had to file down. And ever since I filed them, things have been fine. But I think what it was is I switched to steel case for a while and I was shooting steel case ammo. And then I switched back to brass. This is just what somebody told me. They said that's probably the problem is I switched from steel case back to brass without cleaning it. And I don't know. I like honestly, like I don't know. Like I'm not the most educated when it comes to like the internal workings of weapons and stuff like that. But I definitely developed burrs to where I was getting failure to feeds because the burrs were so sharp they were digging in to the
casing.
jacket. No,
Oh,
to the jacket on the round. So I had to file them down.
So I could tell you what that is.
What is
It
that?
had nothing to do with the ammo. It had everything to do with the tolerance of the firearm and how the firearm was put together. So off rip, your barrel could have been seated a little further than what it needed to be, or canted a little way that more than what it needed to be, and you beat it into submission, identified the problem, and filed it down, and now that's where it stays.
Ah, okay, that makes
You
sense.
understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's like, yo, it's set like that. This is you beat it into submission. There was a problem, and you're like, okay, that may not have been I'm not going to say the correct fix, because nonetheless, you fixed it. You know, you fixed the issue, but that was one of those, like Fish said, what fucking the saber. Fish said he would get a saber, he would just strip it down and rebuild it, you know, to make sure everything is okay. So that could have been it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm actually 90% sure, and that was the issue with that. But it is what it is. How many rounds do you have through it?
Oh, probably. I don't know for sure, but my best estimation is probably 5,000 to 6,000.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, still works, so that's good.
Yeah, it still functions. I clean it probably every 3 times I go shooting. I don't clean it every single time. I don't necessarily think I abuse it, but I also don't like I don't know. I don't treat it like a princess either.
You use your rifle as intended.
Yeah.
You know, to the consumer based to your needs.
Yeah.
You know, based off of like, and that's like why I wanted to have this conversation. Me and Red Dawn go at it non-stop.
There's like priorities to this type of shit, right? Like we always seem to forget that. Like the random guy who's buying
real quick, Wiretight.
What's up?
He's still shooting out at distance with the 5,000. I just want to ask him this question: what size groupings are you getting with the LPVO out at like 200-300 yards with a PSA barrel has that much rounds through it?
So if I'm not mistaken, I think the barrel that came with my weapon is an FN barrel.
That's why that answers it. Fish, what were you saying, bro?
I don't fucking know now. So
Left your head.
But to further answer your question, I haven't checked groupings past 200 yards because at the range that I go to, the 300-yard range that we have, so we've got 100, 200, and 300, and it's all steel. So my groupings at 100, I'd say are probably 2 MOA. So I probably have like a 2 MOA gun. But I've been able to hit out to 300 on a 10-inch gong target. And I've been able to hit out to 420 on well, I mean, it was a bigger target, but it was actually like a 48-inch, like a 2-foot just big piece of steel that was like cut out with a torch. It's just this giant circular piece of steel. So I don't know where my grouping was. Granted, it was a pretty big target, maybe a little bit wider than a human body. So I don't know what the windage on it was. And obviously I don't know what the elevation on it was either, but I was able to hit it at 420 yards with a 1X red dot, by the way.
With a 1X red dot.
Yep.
Nice. And how consistent are you with that?
When we did, this was last year, but I mean, I hit it multiple times consistently.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That, I mean, you also shoot your system. You shoot it. A lot of people, I'll straight say it, and I always say a lot of people can't do that. That's a fact. A lot of people can't do that with a red dot. That's
Well, and let's be fair, like if it were an actual like human sized target,
target.
like like what I have on the wall up there,
Okay.
which those are smaller, but if it was like the actual human shape, human size, I have a feeling I probably would have had more misses, at least windage wise, just because of how big that target was. But like I said, it was like 48 inches, so it was 2 feet.
Do you
2 feet,
remember
2
where
feet
you
tall
were
and
holding your
2
red
feet
dot?
wide. I was shooting, yeah.
The tip.
Yep. I was
Yep.
holding at the top of the circle.
That's yeah, that is at the tip. That's and what's zero okay, where's your zero at?
On that red dot, it was a 50-yard
50.
zero. Right now with the LPV, so here's my rifle on the wall. The LPVO that I have,
You got the fucking old school stock.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's a 100-yard zero, which I actually recently, I was on a patrol. We did a patrol exercise. I re-zeroed it at 50 just for the sake of being in the woods and having closer engagement distances. So I need to actually take this back out and re-zero it at 100.
Have you tried shooting it at distance with the 50-yard zero and see what it does?
Not yet.
Do
But
that before you re-zero it.
But I would like to, because one thing I noticed, and I have a video on my main channel, on the Wired Type main channel, where I took the red dot out to 300 and I was able to hit the torso size target, but I was not able to hit the 10-inch gong, right? But
55 grain?
Yeah, and I was just using 55 grain FMJ. But when I put the LPVO on, I took it back out, and I have another video as like a redemption. I was able to hit the 10-inch gong consistently. However, one thing I noticed is I actually had to hold on the 400 stadia line, not the 300. So I don't know if my zero was off a little bit or what was going on, but I actually had to aim a little bit higher to make those hits on the smaller targets than what my reticle was telling me.
What your reticle was telling you. What LPV are you running?
It's a Primary Arms SLX second focal plane 1-6.
Primary Arms SLX 1-6.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to look at the reticle.
It's the regular
I know what that is.
Yeah, it's the ACSS.
If you bump up to like 62 grain, you'll be right on 300.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It'll stay flatter. That 55 likes to fucking.
Yeah, Garen asks twist rate. I don't know for sure. It's either 1 and 7. I think it's 1 and 7, but it might be 1 and 9. I don't know.
I really remember what I was going to say. I don't know.
I think it's 1 and 7.
I heard HoloSense coming out with a 6X magnifier.
So what fish? Remember what you was going to say.
Can we boycott China?
Can we boycott who?
China.
I mean,
we can put tariffs on their ass.
Yeah, so
hey,
we can just
listen. Wait a minute. Wait. All right, so I don't want to side quest this because I definitely want to stay on this conversation. But I'm gonna let you know this right now, and a lot of people are gonna be mad if China gets boycotted or these tariffs start setting in and shit like that starts happening, and you start seeing certain of people's favorite products start disappearing. Just saying. And it won't be the shit like not just Allison. It's gonna be other shit because people use Chinese tubes. Baby oil, you know what I'm saying? People use Chinese tubes. Like there's a lot of shit that gets used that people don't think of just because it says
I don't use baby oil. I like that friction, baby.
Damn, rough. But yeah, definitely, I would definitely like you to because I've been trying to prove a point about it. 50-yard zero on your LPVO and go try it.
50-yard zero on it and go try it.
If you have a 50-yard zero right now,
I do.
before
So
you change it back to 100, just do me a favor, try and stretch your legs, see what your thoughts are, and if you don't like it, obviously do what you want. It's your rifle.
I'm not saying Chinese parts.
I will do that
I'm
because
saying Chinese companies.
I would also download Chair Gun Elite Plus on your phone, and it's a ballistic calculator, and you can select your exact reticle, and at every zero, if you put in 55 grain, what it says on the box out of a 16-inch barrel, which is probably roughly 2750, 2800 feet per second, and you put in your barrel twist and all that, it will take that reticle and tell you exactly where each dot will sit. Whether you do it at 50 or you do it at 100, whichever you pick, it'll pick what those MOA holds are and tell you exactly what they're going to hit.
But that doesn't really change. It doesn't really change until after like 4 and change.
It's a yeah. I mean, it's
between
not that big of a
grains,
difference.
between grains. It really won't change that much.
Oh, between grains, yeah.
Grains of weight, like
yeah, I'm with you.
And I'm not trying to be dumb. I just want to ask.
Past 300, it starts to change a little.
What happened, Fish?
What is the fascination with shooting at 300 and further with an AR?
It's bro. There. All right. So I get what you're. I already
realistic scenarios that pop in your head.
It's just testing.
Just
a limit. It's testing. Yeah, you're
just knowing your
seeing,
equipment.
just knowing your shit. Like,
yeah.
The chances are, if you ever had to take a shot that far,
right? I mean, I'm not the best. I'm gonna hit 1 in 5, 1 in. You know what I mean? Like
you might hit 5 out of 5.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't know until you know. And obviously, even if like, all right, a 300-yard shot, I know I can make with my AR a day. 400, I know I can make 500. I know I can make.
Well, I think like,
will I do it at that distance? If I'm in some shit and there's some shit happening, was like
most likely you're gonna have an AR with you.
I'm gonna take that shot if I have to, right? But if there's a way out,
avoid it.
Deuces for sure.
I'm gonna crawl my black ass the other way.
Catch
I
me
can get the fuck away. Like
I think it just comes with training with the most common platform, the most common bullet, and figuring out what you can hit out at that distance. Because if you are in that situation, most likely, unless you're like a deer hunter or you ride around with a bolt gun, most likely you're gonna have your AR with you.
Okay.
It's just a real like fucking around and find out. Like, yo, you'd be surprised, right? You take your Geisley out and you're like, let me see what this EOTech does. And you're like, what, how far is that? It's like 700. And you just get down and you're like, pow, and they're like, that's a hit. And you're like, what? And then you go to do it again and you're like, what? I hit it again? And then in your head, you're like, okay, I know where my hold is. Immediately, you know where your hold is. Okay, are you ever gonna have to take that shot? Probably not, but you know you can.
Well, also, isn't like the max effective range of a 5.56 round like 500 to 600?
It's around there.
Yeah. So if max effective range is 500 to 600, you should definitely be able to make shots at 3 to 4.
Oh, 3 should be easy.
Yeah.
3 is there, like it's. I mean, that's and when they say
depends on where you live too.
300 yards is some people's backyards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mine. I'm just saying some people, you go in their backyard and you're like, yo, where does your property line end? It's like all the way that way, and it's like, I that's just me personally, as far as gear. Oh, yo, wire tight. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do?
Is that me?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I work in advertising, so I do video production for an advertising agency. Nice. I shoot and edit commercials.
Oh, that's sick.
I hate it.
Listen, if it pays well, it's the American dream. You do what you hate and get paid a lot for it to fund what you love.
I don't get paid a lot for it. I'm a volunteer firefighter. But
that's where the stash comes from.
Yep. And so I'm working on getting on the fire department full time.
Okay.
Because I've been in film and TV since 2009, or actually 2008. So I've been doing it for 15, 16 years. And I don't, my priorities have changed. My desires have changed. It's not what I want to do anymore. I'll still do it on the side. Yeah, my Ron Jeremy stash. But
He's like,
no,
sometimes it's fake.
My boy,
no,
it's definitely Wyatt Earp.
it's definitely real. But
He's going for the new role in the Tombstone 2 that's coming out.
yeah, actually, you know what's funny is some of the clients that I've worked with are like, actually, I had a guy the other day, he's a voice actor. He came in and we were recording some radio ads. So I do that too. Like I record advertisements for the radio.
Sick.
And he's like, you should be a reenactor. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you should go to some of these like Frontier Days type festivals and like shoot blanks on a fucking West
loaders.
Yeah.
Loaders.
Yeah. He's like shoot pistol blanks at each other and have fake gunfights. He's like, you can actually make a good bit of money doing that. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, you can. And I was like, well, shit. Maybe I'll go be a Wyatt Earp impersonator.
Fuck it. Whatever works. Whatever works. So, all right. What is your preferred gear?
My preferred gear?
Yeah, like you're like do you have like a plate carrier, a battle belt, or any sling? What sling do you run?
So I run a Vickers Blue Force gear sling.
Okay.
I do have a plate carrier, but I don't have any plates right now. I had my first plate carrier had steel plates in it. That got stolen out of my truck a few years ago. But right now, like honestly, like I'm really not a big fan of plate carriers. I run a chest rig.
Okay.
Yeah, gang shit.
I run a chest rig. I do not run a battle belt. I do not wear a pistol.
Okay.
I carry a rifle because the training that I do, so I have a legit established training group where we're all riflemen. And we train specifically for property patrols and property protection out in rural countryside, right?
Fair enough.
So the fact that we have, 12 to 15 of us all with rifles, like I'm not going to carry a pistol on my hip.
Okay.
Like I've got myself and I've got 14 other guys with rifles. I don't need all that extra weight on my hips because I've got a chest rig and I've got an assault pack or a rucksack on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. See, so like I can't even tell this man anything. You know why? Because this is a situation which is super fucking rare where he's just like, I don't run this, I run this, and this is why. A lot of the times you have these conversations with somebody and you're like, oh, why? And it's just like, just to know. And there's no reason behind it. You have a whole fucking reason, a whole well thought out reason. It works and it works for you.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, like I'm not going to be, unless I find myself in some kind of situation that's just completely takes me by surprise. Like I'm not gonna if shit really hit the fan and things got bad, like I've got a place that I'm going, like I've already got this stuff all planned out. Like I've got a place that I'm going to. Everyone in my squad is going to the same place. We're bunking down in a barn and we're chilling on 40 acres. So like
Sick.
I'm not going into the city. I'm not trying to go raid a Walmart or anything like that. Like I'm going out to this place that's super remote and we're going to be farming and we're going to be doing property patrols. So that's what I train for.
Fair enough. So I would assume everything you have is all purpose stuff, things that work for you and what you got going on with your guys.
For sure. And I've worked through a lot of different kit. Like I've had a lot of different stuff. Like I've had multiple chest rigs, 2 different plate carriers, 2 different battle belts, different holsters for different pistols. Like I've completely deleted the battle belt and the pistol. It's just not something I'm going to carry.
Fair enough.
Cause I don't need it. Like I've got, like, if I find myself in a situation, like what they say is like, you should be fighting. I mean, granted, sometimes things can take you by surprise, but for the most part,
Remember that Ukrainian guy footage?
Yeah. Like
you wish he had a fucking pistol.
You should be fighting on your own terms though. Like you should be fighting on your own terms. And if you're out at a location and you've got community and you're doing property patrols and you're taking care of business, like I'm not going to look for a gunfight. In the situation that I'm going to be in, the gunfight's going to come to me. And when the gunfight comes to me, yes, the ball is going to be in my court because I've already got all my guys. We've already trained together. We already know how to shoot, move, and communicate. We've already done buddy rushing, bounding drills. We know how to operate as a squad, like 2 different teams. Like we've got 15 plus guys. So, I mean,
I hope y'all got a lot of food.
Well, the land that we're going to has crops and gardens and animals and all that kind of stuff. So like me personally, so like I live in an apartment, right? Like I'm an apartment prepper, but I've already got it set up to where if shit hits the fan bad enough, I'm already welcome out at a place that's got a bunch of space. I already know all these guys. I train with these guys. So if shit hits the fan bad enough, I know that when we go out there, like I've got work to do. You know what I mean? Like I've got work to do. I can do manual labor.
Planned and yeah, it's already pre-planned and everything. You guys have it all set out.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean,
granted, it's not mine. Like I don't own it. Like,
but if you're invited and you're a valued asset. So
yeah, like I'm gonna be a guest there. But I already have rapport with all these people. So for me, it's really just a matter of making myself an asset to the entire group so that I'm not a liability.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, which is good. You know, do you carry a pistol daily? Do you like EDC a pistol, or you're just
that was gonna be my question. Say you're out filming a commercial.
Damn,
that's what I
like how you plan to get to this rifle, dog?
I feel naked without my pistol, bro.
Yeah. So to be honest, man, like I've kind of neglected the EDC stuff lately. I have not been carrying my pistol as much as I should. But when I do, I carry a Glock 43X with a Shield Arms 15+5. So I've got 21 rounds in a subcompact 9mm, which is nice. So,
speaking of holsters, shout out Fat Tack. I want to take this moment. Shout out Fat Tack holsters for all you big boys out there like me who got, you got the little pipa. And you appendix carry, he definitely makes a holster for the big guys that are adjustable. You can sit your pistol lower. You can still grab it. You can still get to it. He makes all different types of colors and shit. Go check him out. Super dope. Super dope. Shout out Fat Tack. Fat Tack holsters.
I'm coming off appendix.
What?
I'm coming off appendix.
Really? What are you going to do? Like 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you changing holsters completely, or are you just taking the same holster and moving?
It just makes it. I feel more maneuverable. Like
I think there's something to say about the 4 o'clock.
Doing all kinds of shit, bro. Like I just feel better at the 4.
Well, you know what you can do though. The thing about 4 o'clock is, let's say you're getting robbed and the guy's like, give me your wallet. You're like,
can
okay.
turn.
You're like, okay, hold on. Please don't shoot. Let me get my wallet. And then you grab your pistol.
It's true.
So I agree. Okay. My stance on this. I like appendix for the conceal. The conceal factor for me, appendix works. Like I can have a pistol on me and no one knows I have a pistol on me. Right? I've been in places where no one knew I had a pistol on me until like later on the night we're chilling in the house and I just put my pistol on the table and they're like, "You got a gun on you? Oh my god!" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I carry a gun with me everywhere." Outside of that, 4 o'clock is or anywhere on your side with your arms outside the waistband for me is way more optimal. It makes way more sense. The
Me
mechanics
too.
of your body, when your hands are straight down, your arms come up like that, they extend like that. It just makes more sense versus going this way and out that way. It's just an easier movement. But on the conceal carry side, I carry appendix. It's just something I do for the concealing purposes. I don't like concealing 4 o'clock because I feel like you're concealing, but I know if it's not winter and you don't have a jacket or a big hoodie, it's the summertime. I'm like, that guy has a gun. That guy has a gun. And I go through it every day because where I
Yeah, I
live,
can see it more.
you know what I'm saying? Where I live, you can see.
I also like appendix for getting in and out of the car all the time. Like
Cup
I don't
holder
like
carry.
I don't like my gun. I don't like taking my gun off in the car. I like
I do.
it being right here in the front.
Oop.
My seatbelt's there,
Oop.
and I can literally just draw from seated. I don't have to reach.
I
Cup
usually-
holders.
do
So much
anything.
in the cup holder.
I usually wedge my pistol between the seat and the
See,
center
that
console.
works too. That works too.
Once my gun goes on my person, it only comes off if I'm using the bathroom or I get home to take it off.
That's fair.
I'm just saying, dog. Like, cup holder is kind of convenient.
How do you guys carry a spare mag if you carry a spare mag if you 4 o'clock carry? Pocket
Glove
or
box.
horizontal on the belt? That's it?
Fuck a pocket carry.
I got sticks in the glove
WEDC.
box.
Unless you've got a double action revolver with like a
No, your spare
really
mag.
heavy trigger pull. What?
Spare mag.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, so I actually carry a spare mag in my pocket. Yes.
Pocket, yeah.
I'm gonna go grab a beer. Fish, hold it down.
Hey, I actually have to take off, you guys, but I just wanted to hop in and say hi.
Hi.
Appreciate
Great seeing you,
your
my brother
views,
Wyatt.
you know? Thank you
Yeah.
for coming on. You
Yeah,
know,
man. Sorry for sniping your link, but I was like, hey, like,
you're good. You brought substance. You know what I'm saying? And-
I'll come say hi.
yeah.
By the way, Kick Up Dust and Fish, I haven't had y'all on my show, so we got to get you guys on my show sometime.
Okay.
I mean, we can work it out. You know, Red Dawn has my contacts and stuff. He harasses me all the fucking time.
We'll
I
do
feel
it.
like Red Dawn texts me to argue. I feel like he texted me. He's like, I'm bored. I'm gonna start an argument with Dust right now.
No, I didn't. I sent you something that you would love today.
Yeah, you did. And I laughed. And I was like, and what did I write? I was just like, RMR's king, dog. And then you were like, damn.
Did I
Damn.
argue? Did I argue? I
You
had
couldn't.
the opportunity to
couldn't.
argue.
You couldn't argue.
No, I didn't.
And that was
I,
a two,
I
like I
sent the
said in the
video
live
so
earlier, that was like
wouldn't
a
have
2-3
position.
part. That was a 2-3 part conversation. You had to double back on a separate conversation we had when I was like, yo, I don't know. The RMR is pretty solid, dog. Like it's kind of hard to beat. And you're like,
What's
I don't
up, Tim Harper?
wanna- I don't
Sorry,
wanna take
Tim's
off
in the
and change
chat.
My battery. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
I don't like that.
You change a battery once every year and a half with those things.
Dude.
I don't know, bro. When it's in Florida and it's like 100 degrees out and your gun's outside often, it changes the temperature changes.
Cold is what
Cold
brings
kills batteries. But if you're
Yeah.
even
It goes like ice cold car with AC outside. We'll see. I mean, like
Yo,
what they were saying in the
25
video, and we were
not-
talking about with these mailboxes was some of them.
Yeah.
If you have that change of temperature from like inside a car to going outside and it's 100 degrees, they can create some type of moisture on the inside of
Yeah.
them. But I mean, like I've been running this freaking 509T for a while. If I take this thing off, you'll see all the scratches on it. I've run it on a 300 blackout. I've run it on a piggyback dot. I've run it on a pistol. And I haven't had that issue. But what I read in the chat was a lot of times was like, sometimes when they seal these, because they are doing a lot more sealing, right? Like when you do the RMR, you're sealing one piece of glass, the front and the back of it. You're sealing that one thing. But when you're sealing something like this, you got to seal 4 pieces of glass, and all 4 of them have to be done perfectly for you not to have an
Creating a
issue.
chamber.
Yeah.
You're creating essentially a chamber.
So
Said before, elevation change, pressure changes, things
pressure
will
changes.
happen.
Yeah.
Things will happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's
Well,
more likely
I gotta-
more failure points.
I got to
Go
take
ahead.
off. So sorry, I got to take off. But
Hey,
hey,
man, do your thing.
thanks for letting me snipe your link, and I want to get you guys on the show soon.
For sure. We'll talk.
Alrighty.
All right.
Keep it
Peace
self-wired.
out, guys. Good to
Later.
see y'all. Good to talk. Chat. Everybody have a good night. See you later.
Later.
Later, wired.
Louis, what up, bro? What up, Louis? What's going on? Guys, I want to take the time to let you guys know who this is. This is Louis from Four Bridges Tactical. The homies out in New York City, conceal carry. These dudes, look out for these dudes. They'll be doing big things soon. So you guys want to, mud and munitions. I know you're in here floating around somewhere. These guys, good guys on what they're doing, and they're fighting more behind the enemy lines. It's insane that they're doing this. What'd you say, Fish?
I don't know them.
No, you haven't met them. You haven't met
Are
them.
they where are they called? Four Bridges Tactical on Instagram, on YouTube.
I'll send you the link. It's on Instagram. On Instagram, doing conceal carry. It's insane, yo, bro. It's insane. When I lived in New York, this wasn't even a thing. Conceal carry was a myth. If you wanted to conceal carry, you had to know somebody that knew somebody to know somebody, and you needed like $60,000 to make that shit work because you're paying everybody off. So
you can't just write it out in New York.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen.
Like they're putting you away from New York. Like Philly, you might slap on the wrist and get the fuck out of here. Like New York,
yeah,
you're going up. Three to
it's
five. 3 to 5.
crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, it's said welcome to the two-way business world, Louis. Yeah, absolutely, man. This is the support, right? This is the support that the two-way community needs in reality of it.
Let's go back to the tier shit, the pores and stuff.
Gave you a follow,
Yeah,
Four Bridges.
we're
Keep
definitely
getting them
getting back
people in New York concealed carry permits.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, bro, we're talking Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, fucking Bronx, bro. This is what we're talking about. Concealed carry. Shit blows my mind, and it's the most amazing thing ever. It is the most amazing thing ever, bro. For people to get their concealed carry. And you know what? It gives people an opportunity to protect themselves, their family. There's so much crazy shit that happens that you're not going to have that opportunity to call the cops. And if you do, you might get lucky and they might be around the corner. Or they're going to take 15, 20 minutes.
Gotta have that subway carry.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro, it's wild, bro. It gives people an option to protect themselves and their family, which is major. I've seen a lot of crazy shit. But back to the topic at hand. Battle belts, slings, accessories, all this extra shit, because we talk about firearms and we get pegged for being snobs about it. We're not snobs. There's shit that you can get that you don't need the highest tier of, that you can rock out with. I should have asked him what chest rig he runs. God damn it.
You can also wear Shaq shoes.
He runs a... I know it. We've talked about it. We've talked about it.
No, I'm just saying, like, yo, bro, it's true. Do you need a Spiritus plate carrier?
If you like it.
Yeah, if you like it, absolutely. If you like it, of course.
I think you only need one plate carrier.
Yo, I'm just saying, like,
Even though
You
I
need
have
a
more than
Spirit is-
one, but
Yo, you could get a 511 tactical. They have the
I don't
Agilite,
even know. I don't even know if you need a plate carrier, to be honest with you.
and that's a topic for a whole nother day, because that is very true. Not
if you going
mean,
into plate carrier shit, you better have plate carrier training.
because it is a different dynamic.
you better be fit.
Whole nother fucking
Yo,
world,
bro. It is a whole even down. Being fit is one of the things. Being able
One
to
of
shoot
them,
with a
yeah.
plate carrier is a whole nother thing.
For
You
real.
running your rig and your setup without a plate carrier completely changes as soon as you
Way
throw that
different.
plate carrier on. Because where you normally put your rifle up, now guess what? Depending on your plate carrier, that pad or that shoulder piece might mess you up completely. You might be collapsing your stock because you have that extra inch.
I'm just saying, bro. You think these Afghanis have plate carriers in their fucking flip flops and dresses?
No, they just run 90 mile an hour and 120 degrees. No, bro.
Bro, they're like the cockroaches, though, bro. You,
Yeah, bro,
you take
I'm
one
just saying
out
they have-
and fucking 90 come down the hill.
Yo,
They're
when you
sitting
look
around
at-
just waiting.
When you play the
Ain't got
video
shit
games,
to
when you
do.
look at their stats are way different from everybody else's stats, dog. Their attributes and the shit that they could do is way different from everybody else. Them dudes, they can run a 90-degree shale rock mountain barefoot faster than anyone. And be on sand that is 200 fucking degrees and not burn their feet. They can do that.
Yeah.
Shit. Go to the beach in Coney Island or Staten Island on a hot day, put your feet on that sand. You'd be like, jump. Yo, that shit
Florida's
is
like
hot,
that.
dog. But yeah,
That's the word.
I'm just saying, like, it and Biden did give them the gear that they needed. So, like, just be conscious about what you buy. You know what I'm saying? The accessories, down to accessories, right? Stay within your budget. And I would say if you have to push your budget a little bit, wait that extra week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to do it, to get something that is going to be, it could probably be $150 more, but the quality is way beyond that situation.
Yeah, and I mean it does, like we've I think that was what Fish was gonna say earlier. It's just it does depend on what you're gonna do with it and how much you're gonna use it. I do think it's a better investment overall. Like even if you don't use it that often, but when you do, you have the nicer stuff. Like I do think that it's a better investment to do what you said, is save up and get that little bit better quality instead of like slings off Amazon that are $16 and stuff like that. It makes a difference.
Yo, bro, who knows? Like, you might be able to find a sling on Amazon for $16 that works. I don't know. I've never really tried it. I've been through so many slings, and I stopped at the Vickers slings.
Yeah, I like the Vickers.
I have the padded and the non-padded, and now I realize that they make the padded the thin boy, which is
That's the one I like.
You know what I'm saying? They make the thin padded, and I'm like, yo, what are they doing?
That's how mine is. I have the real thin pad, but it's not. It's a little thicker there, so it just doesn't dig into you.
Doesn't dig in.
That's the issue. Too many. You can't broad stroke everybody. Some people buy shit for investment. Some people buy them for tools.
Yeah.
Some people buy it just to fucking buy it, fucking flex.
That
for
is
for like the numismatic appeal, like the way it looks. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to figure out where you fall into that. And yeah, they are fucking tools. I mean,
I do think though the ultimate flex is chopping up.
Your shit is fucked up.
That's me chopping up?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, if you're looking at tools, this is the part that bugs me out. People will buy like 4 Cobalt drivers, right? Before getting a decent Milwaukee. Kobe, shut the fuck up! Before getting like a decent Milwaukee or some shit.
Scared me.
And then the Milwaukee might not be what fucking Dust needs for work.
Yeah.
He needs another level of shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I use that Milwaukee Impact.
I know. I'm saying,
Milwaukee
bro, like,
Impact is awesome.
there's like
there's levels.
you
There's
might use
different
your
tools
shit.
for different jobs.
You might use your shit 10 times a year. Dust uses it every fucking day.
And that's where we've been getting at the whole time, right? And
You know
then it's
what I
like
mean?
finding that happy medium. So, you know, there's certain tools for certain jobs. You got to find, the more you do it, the more you're going to find your needs. You're going to find your needs, what you need and what you don't need, what you can get away with, because the last thing you want is extra 150 pounds on your body, like what was his
Wired.
name? Wire
Wired.
tight. Like he was saying, yeah, like I felt what he was saying about the whole battle belt. He doesn't want anything on his hips. I spent the weekend with a battle belt on. I have my Legion on my hip. Shit, at the end, yeah, bro, I mean, it's brutal every time I deal with it, but it is brutal
Wilson
nonetheless.
Combat, please. Wilson Combat.
No, it is brutal nonetheless, So having
I gotta have secondary for bump all that.
And this is on my battle belt, and I could switch it out to my Glock, but this is what I was running. X5 Legion 21 round mag. I have another 21 round mags, and I have 2 AR mags. And you don't think that's heavy until you're 12, 14 hours in it.
This is heavy, bro.
That
tungsten infused grip is freaking heavy. And then you throw a big light on it, a full size light, because you got to have a full size light on there.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
There's also other considerations too.
Yeah, and the magwell helps. If you take the magwell off, you save quite a bit of weight.
What was that, Fish?
So the best AR I've ever fucking played with is Knights. It is. It's the best fucking AR.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. I can't get another one. Why would I take that to every class and beat it up and then break it? I didn't realize this until my mans went through his shit. Why would I bring this just to fucking say I got the Knights? Even I know it's the best, but there's another option that I can bring, right?
I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Which is the Geisley. I can get a Geisley any fucking day.
You want a drink, Fish? Cool, I'll bring you one. You Red Dawn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can get a Geisley every day. All day. It doesn't cost as much. Pretty fucking vetted, right? I'd much rather train and fight with that right now than risking blowing up some proprietary shit. That's where I'm at right now. And I didn't learn that till this year watching Dust blow up his shit with bad ammo, right?
Now, or else I would have said that same argument for if shit hits the fan. Because if something happens to anything on there that you can't replace the part with somebody else's stuff, that sucks. Like, it may be great, but like if you can't have an extra Knights bolt and all that stuff to keep your shit up and running if anything goes down on it, and then you think about the cost factor in that, and then you think about shit, I could have 3 Geisleys. I could have 3 Geisleys.
Not only that, it's like, how do I explain this? Okay, you're a race car driver, right? You can buy 1 Ferrari or 10 Honda Civic Type R's for your race time throughout fucking 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I go to all the training classes beating down this Ferrari when I could do it on a Type R, which a Honda, which is cheaper, not anymore, but you get what I'm saying? Like, you could still beat on it and not feel guilty. Like, I don't know. But here's a different thing.
Slowly, y'all are seeing what
here's another thing though that would probably send me back to the Knights. If I was doing
got a new line coming up.
That too. That, and if I was doing a job, that was my duty weapon. You know what I'm saying?
And you're not running just regular bullshit ammo. You know what I'm saying? You're running grade ammo. Like,
yes.
Everything is on point.
But would you feel some type of way if you had the Geisley instead of the Knights in that situation also?
Yeah, I would be pissed. I would have been pissed. What do you mean? In the reality of it, my shit shouldn't be blowing up.
No, I'm saying if you had to do a job, right? You were getting paid for this shit, but they were like, yo, we're all running Geisleys because we all have proprietary parts. So we're not running those. Would you be like, No, man, we all need to run nights. Or would you be like, no, that's good enough. That's
I would
fine.
suggest it. How much do we have? How much money do we got? Like,
Yeah, what's the
would-
budget looking like? Because I can
No.
switch this around.
They're like, nah,
we probably get a deal
we
or
added
something.
nods. We added nods to everybody, so it's the Geisleys.
Well, I mean, so what? It is what it is. Yo, there's fucking other rifle companies. Shit. If I was doing a job, if I had a job to do, right? It's contracted, whatever, some work, and they're like, yo, we're not running nights, we're running Geisleys. I'm like, cool. We're running BCMs. I'd be like, fucking dope. Shit, you could pass me a Barrett AR. I'd be like, dope. I'm running this. I'll do this. You know, a Daniel Defense. I'll rock with it. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just certain companies that just been around. They know what they know what's going on. They know what to do. They know what you're gonna do with it. They know what they do with it, what it was designed for, and just be like, yo, let's get it on.
and
No.
and on that note too, if you're realistic and you know you're not ever, you're not trying to prepare for that level. You're not on. How do I say this without sounding like a dick? You're not ever training. You're not spending money. You're not running your shit with your boys. Then yeah, you don't need none of this shit, bro. Get a fucking PSA. Be happier than a pig in shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, yo, it is what it is. Your man's he's running a PSA, you know. He
yeah.
ran into an issue. He made a makeshift fix. You know, I just would never recommend taking that barrel and putting it back in. Like, you
I
know,
don't think he took it out, bro. He just took the
it's
upper
mated.
off.
It's mated. Yo, it's mated to it. It's mated to it. That's gonna stay like that.
I'm just
you know?
saying,
Like,
not everyone's preparing for fucking to get busy, right?
I mean, me and Fish
Most-
heard it, bro. They're running
Most
PSAs
Americans
in
are
Ukraine.
sporter AR-15 type of owners. They break it out every once in a while on a camping trip, shoot some fucking beer cans, clean it, throw it, put it back in the safe. Like, that's most Americans, bro.
For sure.
oh, it's and you were saying that you seen a video. Yeah, we're back on this shit.
Most people haven't even got off.
I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring any of it.
98% of gun owners haven't got off the static range.
I need to get me a Vickers sling. They just
Oh,
dropped.
bro, there's other
ex-
slings. Hold on, bro. There's other slings, dog. People will be mad at me for saying this. Yo, Magpul
You're
doesn't
right,
make
you're
bad
right.
slings.
No,
You know, like there's that's just where I stopped at. I was like, all right, I'm done with this sling shit. Like, I'm gonna just stop
I have
here.
the War Poet sling. It's a nice sling. It's a little too thick though, but I love the bungee shit it has on it. The
I don't
Warrior
like
Poet.
that shit.
I do.
That single point.
No, it's a double point sling, but
What
the
it-
bungee
when-
is thick. Like it only bungees when you push the crap out of it.
Now, what happens
Otherwise,
when it
like,
gets
when you're-
wet?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've run them in the rain. They shrink up if anything a little bit, but you just extend it just a hair further. The only reason I want to snag the Vickers sling is because they just dropped the special edition Woodland. They got like 4 emails on it. I need another Woodland sling.
They be getting y'all, bro.
The pattern. That's what I'm saying. You fall into that shit. Like, I just be like, all right, I got it. I'm good.
It doesn't have the skinny pad on it. Otherwise,
Yo, you know, I got
would-
made fun of. I got made fun of for having because I had electrical tape, and at the ends where I hook them around the QD, I
Mhm.
tape them.
Yep.
I put tape around it. Yeah, I
A
put
lot of
tape
people do
around
that.
the ends of the QD, like where the little clip is. I'll put
Yeah.
tape around it so it doesn't come out. Like,
Oh, you
it
put
doesn't-
tape around the piece you stick in?
No, where you
No.
wrap the sling through the QD
Yeah.
and you cinch the clip.
Oh,
Yeah, I put tape around that. I'll tape that up.
Bro, don't
And
make
people
any
made fun of
noise
me
or
because
scratch your
it was
gun.
it was no, I don't care about scratching my gun. So
So
this like whatever reason the sling doesn't come out the clip and come out the QD.
Oh, you mean around the piece that sticks out?
I
The
don't
hoop.
understand what everybody am I the hoop, the loop,
The
the
hoop.
fucking the QD, you fucking stick the sling in, you wrap it back around, fucking that shit. I tape it. Fuck. You guys are killing me, bro. Jesus Christ. Fuck. That shit was. I have to calm down.
I need
That shit
some
was
Blood
good,
pressure,
trending.
I
Des.
need some
Blood
good
pressure.
tape.
Blood
It was red tape. Anyway, I used red electrical tape, and I got made fun of for that shit. He said I was confused too.
Goon Beam got it. You mean the piece
Like
by
right
the
here.
thing? Piece by the thing?
That you know this part right here
Yeah.
where you stick the sling through. At this end, I'll tape it. I'll use tape.
There's still a lot of ways you could put the tape on.
I mean, I don't give a fuck. It ain't coming off on mine.
I need some goon
Put it
tape.
on.
Bad.
I had electrical tape, and then when I got
Yeah,
goon tape,
I like the
and then I
gaffer
changed to
tape.
black electrical, and then I
Is that goon tape?
Question for everyone. Do you think it's smarter to buy night vision compatible optics, even if you don't have night vision at the time?
yes.
Yes. You said the Hollow Sun aims looked good under night vision?
Yes, it does. So does the SIG.
Nice. They got the SIG Romeo 7S's for $99 on
I want that new
on
thermal.
Pro State.
He said electrical tape is literally the least stickiest tape.
Until
Yo,
it
really,
cooks.
it really is.
Not once
Yo,
not
it
once it
works.
cooks.
It worked. It worked. I don't care what you say. I made it work, and it stood and it worked. And the only reason I changed it is because they made fun of me for it being red. They were like, "You didn't have any other tape options?"
Yeah, I would have made fun of you for that too.
And I was like, "No, bro. This like, I don't even think it's that big of a deal. I just fucking taped it."
I
They're
got
like,
you right
"It's
here,
red."
bro.
And then I changed it to black, and then I changed it. I would have used
Gorilla?
that shit too. I would have absolutely. I don't care. They're like,
stuff
"What's that
splits
about?" I'm
nice.
like, "Yo, so
No, I like.
The
when
only
I
time I'd
find
use paracord is if I had a designated sling for that gun and I'm not taking it off that gun.
Nah, you know who makes a
And I
dope
would
sling
use paracord.
oh,
for like PCCs and PDW type shit?
oh,
Q.
Do they?
thin one,
It's called the
The thin-
G string. Yes,
Yeah. the thin one
it's dope, bro.
with
I
the
hope
little
it's-
plastic hooks and the paracord at the end."
I hope it's still on my gun.
What's kind of nice
that'd
on the PDW brace is the shot cord slings because it
I
sits
like-
tight and then you can pull
say?
them out.
Wow.
On the PDWs because they're so light, you can use shot cord.
Oh,
I like
Uh,
value too, though. Like I'm not all about high end shit. When
Oh,
I find high end quality and medium price, I try to tell everybody, bro. I'm like, yo, these are the shit.
okay. What about
Goon Beam, Griffin lowers,
Geisley's.
Geisley uppers.
I got the deal on this thing right here. The super deal.
fuck that shit. Fuck the P2. Get
I might
an
find someone to trade me for it.
RMR.
I'm like, you got that old ass RMR, bro. This is what you need. I'll trade you. don't worry.
I'll trade you, bro. I got another one at home. I'm just.
I got another one. Fish about to send me one anyway.
Fuck no.
I didn't say you.
Yeah, I don't
really,
know.
bro, but that's on the show.
What about shoes? What about like range shoes? Do you guys? I used to just wear sneakers, and then I realized that I was cooking my sneakers, and I also realized that the only sneakers that are good in all terrain are foam posits.
I am telling you right now. and
I
I've
like the
been
Nike
saying
boots.
Merrill.
Yeah,
Merrill.
Merrills are the shit.
You cannot fucking beat these for tactical applications, bro.
You can't beat them for anything. You
anything.
can't beat them at all.
Yo, Merrills are top tier.
Yo, I wear them at work, and I get made fun of.
And you're
So
like,
comfortable.
you tried them? Have you tried them?
That's me. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, have you tried them? And they're like, girls are for I don't want to say the word, but a certain demographic of women that pretend to hike. That's what
Does it rhyme with hike also?
Yeah. It rhymes with hike. You know, yo, bro.
Damn, they driving Subarus?
Yo, yeah. And they were poking me. And I said, bro, they're comfortable. I don't care what you say.
Yeah,
I don't
nah,
care
you're
what you
missing
say.
out. You can beat the snot out of them. Waterproof. They're awesome.
Oh, they are waterproof and you can beat them up, but I gotta get another pair. Mine have like probably 2 months left.
Mine are beat up. My father-in-law gave me a set of his. And they're like a size too big. They're like 14s, and I wear a 13.
Fourth, you wear 13?
Mm-hmm.
They're so comfortable, bro.
Hondo feet.
You know how I got put onto those?
Italian.
Yo, we got to get Red on some shacks.
You know how I got put onto
You
I
those?
grew into my feet, if you know me.
You know how I got put onto those? I didn't know what they were.
You went on a hike?
I was
Oh,
in
he drives a
Iraq
Subaru?
and we was chilling with seals, and every single fucking seal had marrows.
Yo, they grip up in any terrain. They
I was
grip
like,
up.
yo, what's up with these shoes right now? Like,
They grip up in any terrain. In any terrain, they grip up.
yeah.
Any wet, snow, they grip up. They grip up in all terrain. Oil, they grip up, bro.
What I like
Amazing.
about them is how padded the tongue is. I like having padded. If the tongue ain't padded, I'm not happy.
He said, I like your thoughts, Red Dawn.
There's some Vans people too, though.
Yo, the Vans, I haven't got to try those the quote unquote tactical Vans, but I can imagine.
They're cool.
I got
they're
a set of the
comfortable.
snow ones. I've showed them to you.
Yeah, I haven't
What size shoe you wear?
11?
11, depending on the shoe, 11 and a half.
What about a 12?
Too big.
Have you worn wool socks? You got wool socks?
Yeah.
They make
Wool
your feet-
socks, they'll make you want that 11 and a half for sure.
Yeah. Depending on the shoe, yeah. He's a
If it's real cold and you double the wool socks, size 12.
yeah.
I was gonna say, I think these are a 12, and I should have
boots?
gotten a
Huh?
13.
Let me see this.
I'm gonna be shooting less and less if these laws pass.
Yeah, I know. That's gonna
You're
suck.
gonna be in hiding. You ain't
You're
gonna bring
gonna
none of that
have
shit
to.
out to save.
Altama boots.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
Altama
if
boots are good.
if they
too.
try to ride on me and I become a fucking martyr, y'all better step for me.
I'm gonna be like, yo, did he leave his safe open? Because I could use a lot of that shit. Nah. Did
That
you
shit
guys
goes-
take all his shit?
That shit goes to the wife and kids, but if you ride out, she'll hook you up.
Nah, that's all good, bro. What do you mean? If I ride out,
By the time we get there,
you
you're gonna
know,
be gone.
if I ride out, I'm gone. What do you? That's it. That's the end of it. I don't know what you think this is, but you're like, yo, you got to ride out. It's like, all right, well, there's a one-way trip. But bro,
They're at the door. All right, I'm on the way. I'll see you in 7 hours.
more
I can
than
hold
that.
I can hold a stand up for 7 hours. You better put some.
No, it's gonna be
respect.
more than that. I'm gonna be like, hold on, we're gonna have to call some people in
Understand.
between. Make me go on my map and be like, all right, who's in this state? Right here. So gun bans keep popping up more and more. Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
I ain't giving up shit. I ain't complying with shit. Telling y'all right fucking now.
You could always stash it all and just stash it at my house.
I don't got shit. I sold it all. Don't come to my house.
Boating accident?
These look interesting.
Colorado passed
they
their
make
shit
attachments?
today, Tim Harper said.
They make attachments for the Altama boots for with flippers.
I'm saying, do they really want that fucking type of smoke?
I mean, that's your state. You tell me. They're pushing that shit.
I'm just saying, optically, like, think about it. Do they want to go fucking no knock rate a fucking veteran, outstanding citizen in his community? Like, do they want that on the like? Do they really want that type of vibe?
How many times has the ATF done that?
I don't know, bro. I'm just saying.
Colorado passed their shit today. What do you mean,
Bro.
Tim Harper?
I be telling y'all to get out these states. Everybody always says, "Oh, someone's got to
say
fight the
that
good fight."
until-
I always say that.
You
shit.
say
Just
that until it's
fucking
the
leave.
last state is your state.
if the last state is my state, there ain't nowhere to go to, then I'm in a corner. And what does that mean when
You don't
put
let
a
them
dog
take
in
the
a
whole
corner?
fucking country and then go, oh, now time to fight.
Bro, they ain't got the whole
That is
country,
true.
man. There's
You
plenty
know what I'm
of red
saying?
states.
They're just gonna keep pushing this to the next fucking joint.
It just blows my mind how they. Well,
Yeah, Brian Malininsky.
I don't know how they. Well, I do know how they did it because all the people from California moved to your state. It's one of those like fortunate
They're
situations.
trying to
No
make
one wants to move
stands.
to my state.
They're trying to make stands right now to say Trump got in, so now we're gonna go overboard on our end and do everything we can to piss off anybody that voted for Trump, anybody who doesn't believe in the liberal left ideology. Like we're gonna push the divide like this, bro. It just keeps going. This side wins a little, this side goes farther. This side wins a little, this side goes even farther. And that's part of how they're playing the game. You know, they want to drive this country into a straight split.
What you want me
And
to do? Just turn into Terran Tactical?
0.26.
Point
Got
two.
that 0.2020 draw. Bro, dudes be hopping the beat, bro. Dudes don't be waiting on the beat. They calculate how long that beep is coming, and then they
I mean, I don't know.
that's what it looks like when Taryn be doing it.
I don't know.
We gotta jump the gun.
I'm just glad I got all my shit now. You know how much it's gonna cost in a year?
She's like, I'm the king of Colorado.
Yo, there's an exit tax to leave California. That's slavery, bro. These people are, I'm sorry, bro. They have enslaved us.
To leave or
Bro, can you believe something like that?
No, I can't.
Bro.
An exit tax? No way.
That's called
Hold on, wait.
slavery.
Hold on.
That's like indentured servitude.
Yo, bro, that you gotta pay to it is indentured servitude. That's what that's fucking nuts. Well, I'm just saying, I don't know. Moral of the story is before we actually I'm about to end this. Moral of the story is do your research on what you're buying. Do your research on what you're buying. No, you don't need the highest tier shit. Like literally think about where you live, who you're around, how you keep shit. Excuse me. Your shooting style, all of it.
Des, let me ask you a question. If you went through this process of buying stuff that you feel like you no longer need and you've gotten better stuff and you realize the value in it, and you were wanting to sell a bunch of optics or whatever it is, where do you think the best place to do that is? You just gave them away?
I gave them away, I swear to God.
Uppers and everything?
I am known that when I'm like essentially done with something, unless like I want it and I keep it, I hold on to it, I am known for giving stuff away.
Damn, bro. That's what's up.
I am known for being like, yo, you want this, have this. You know, like I'll look and I'll pay attention to who has what. Like my last sling, I gave it to Pablo and the Arsenal's yeah. Yo, that was Raul's face. She's like, you're giving him that? And I said, yo, Raul, like, bro, like, what do you mean? Like, you know, when I'm like not or done, or if I feel like somebody else needs it, I'll be like, yo, here. Like, yo, run this.
Not me. I'm a fucking hoarder.
In my fucking trunk.
I ain't giving away shit.
In my trunk. So where's that belt? In my trunk.
Burn their feet. I ain't giving away shit. I'm a fucking hoarder, and I'm proud of it.
Speaking of that, before we end the live, just letting everybody know. We have turkey hoodies. I think I have some shirts left.
Somebody buy me one.
I gotta send you one. Fucking asshat. You're so petty.
How am I petty?
He's like, someone buy me one. Someone buy me one. Fucking fuck. Yo. So yeah. Yeah, hoodies. The hoodies are super comfortable. Actually, somebody told me that they slept in a hoodie after getting one Saturday. I seen them Sunday. They're like, I slept in that hoodie. It was kind of awkward. I was just like, that's nice. Just left it out. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet. No, appreciate you. But yeah, DM me if you guys want one. I gotta see what sizes. We'll probably end up going live Thursday just to revisit that, talk about some other stuff, or I might pop up live tomorrow. Who knows? Got some stuff going on. Felt like Dust was giving me a hug. Yo, that's crazy. DM me, Kurt. DM me.
Shit, it's 90 degrees every day here and already.
Yeah, when it's 34 degrees over there, your whole state shuts down. People start crashing into each other.
Not me. I be running outside.
They buy up all the toilet paper.
I'm wearing my plate carrier today, boy.
I wear my plate carrier and not sweat my back.
I just wanted to tell y'all, I got 18 count of eggs for like $8. It's not crazy.
$8, bro. That's not crazy. $8.
That's not crazy.
I mean, a little bit, but not like
18 count of eggs for like $1.50.
Yo, my chickens that haven't been laying laid 2 eggs today.
Yo,
nah, I was like,
springtime, baby.
$4. It should be
$4,
4 or 5, right?
5, 6, 5, 6.
I'm just saying it's not crazy over here. We got.
I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot when you're like, yeah, it's only $2 more, but when it's $6, that's 25% price hike. Like when something is cheap, people haven't been noticing that they increase the prices by 25-30% on every single freaking
I did
item.
notice I bought canned chicken noodle soup, the Progresso. Them shits were $3.50 a fucking can, bro. I was like, when did this happen?
Bro, canned chicken's like $5 a can.
What the fuck?
Bro. I know. It's retarded. The price of food is out of control. That is the number one thing they need to fix.
I don't know how much longer we can go on like that though.
The price of energy. What's your electricity bill? Mine was $400. I have an 1,100 square foot house.
This motherfucker's growing weed.
I wish I was. I wish I had a side business. I don't even make money on YouTube.
Yo, your neighbor tapped into your shit.
Yeah, bro. You might want to check that. You might want to check that, dog. There is a long cable going somewhere. That's
bro, I got an old house. I got an old house. It doesn't hold heat good. It doesn't hold air good. It's messed up, bro. That's wild.
That's why
shout out Mike Hen.
You gotta redo your windows.
I've redone 3 of them, and I do them myself. I ain't paying. I got a price for windows. They want to redo my house for like $23,000. I looked at him like, what?
Yeah.
You lost your freaking mind, buddy.
He's got hoodies. That's pretty fire.
T for Texas is like, trust me.
We
know what Texas is doing down there. Boy.
You better put some plastic over them windows. Yeah, for real. About to start hanging trash bags over them and taping them.
89 cents? What, for a dozen?
Bro, no. It's when you got the $8 for 18 eggs, you got like the white basic. It wasn't organic. It wasn't the good shit. It was the basic bottom eggs that had been sitting in there for that they forgot to ship out a year ago.
When I was checking out, you could get crates too. Like whole crates.
It's better to get the crate too.
We'll get some chicken.
They charge you for the styrofoam.
Well, guys.
Yeah, Philly.
It's been real.
Damn, Drew, $1,100 a month for electricity.
Shout out Mike Hen for coming out to MD Arsenal. Got to meet Mike Hen. He's a cool ass dude, solid dude, bro. Just chilling. Got to shoot. Got to chill.
Oh, did you see that plane crash?
The Delta flipped upside down as soon as.
Oh, what the fuck? I am not flying anywhere for a fucking year. I don't care, bro. I'm not doing it.
I said that shit about everything, and I told Des, I said I'm driving. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'm driving. I'll be late. I'll see y'all there. I'll be 2 days late.
What are the
with this?
what are the fucking odds? All of it at once.
Well, they're reporting on it more too. Like plane crashes happen. They want to scare you into not flying. That is part of the thing. Because think about how many flights go up every day, and
Well,
then
it's
you're like,
fucking working, huh? You know what?
one. It's a lottery, bro. When you got like 30,000 flights a day and one goes down, you're
Yo,
one in
that Delta one
30,000
was
chance. Like
nuts. That shit was like, Fadoosh.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yo,
That-
you know
that
they
shit's
were in that bitch like,
bro,
ah!
thank God they had a big ass open field. They didn't land that shit on a highway.
Oh my god.
I am not too enthusiastic about me going on the interwebs and seeing planes crashing everywhere.
I feel you.
I wonder how Boeing stock is doing.
I'm not with it. It's probably going down, which means people are gonna buy.
Maybe
It's gonna go down.
part of the plan, bro. Report everyone right now. That's what they might be saying.
It goes down, the whales come in, buy everything up,
Follow the money.
goes back up, and now they're up.
Yep.
How it works, man. Guys, much love. DM me, or I'm gonna drop it before I go.
Someone please buy me a hoodie. I love you.
You can send the email.
Can we get a hat
Chat.
too? Can I get a hat?
This one of these?
Yeah.
You didn't get one?
No, he told me wait. I was like, oh, all right, bet.
Yo, there's no more of these. That's why.
I need the woodland.
Woodland. There's no woodland.
Woodland, the Woodland.
There was
Super
a-
old. Yeah,
Yeah,
way
there
old.
is a. That's the old one.
What? The MD Arsenal one?
Yeah.
The camo? The regular camo? Oh, you call it woodland. Sorry. Yeah, I have one of those. I have 3 of them. I have 4 of them.
Yeah, I got like a couple of those too.
Straight brim, curved, fucking open. Yeah. Guys,
Send it.
that's it says when deported people's property go up for all. Yo, that's a good question. That is, I'm gonna tell you, that's kind of fucked up.
Can they buy houses?
But that is a good, yeah, absolutely.
No
What
shot.
do you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you mean no shot? They're buying guns. They could fucking absolutely buy a house, dog.
You know how much documentation they had made me give them when I fucking bought a house?
well,
You know how much documentation
Like, they
in the
made me
last
give
year?
them my fucking like everything, bro. Like my 6th grade report card. Like fucking like, bro, there's no way they're buying houses.
maybe
I don't
in
know.
certain states. Yeah, I'm sure in California.
You
They
want
were,
my
they,
blown
they,
up
they were
brain?
getting the veterans 0% down. The government was in some states giving them $25,000 towards buying the house.
Who?
Illegals. They were giving them 25 grand to buy a house, 0%.
Where's
down.
that at? No speak English.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm fucking out of here, you fucking fooly magoolies. Fish, you
I
get in
got
the
a
log.
slide too.
End it.
Later, guys.
Peace. I don't know how to end it. It's
Damn,
going on
I
forever.
tried to get out of here before him and it didn't work. Oh, he's still yo. Much love, everybody. See you
Psych,
later.
we're just kidding. We want to
we
run
just-
on out here.
So we're back here to party. Yo, that is funny. All right, much love, everybody. We're getting out of here. We'll probably see you guys later on this week. Much love. If you guys want a hoodie, pick up Dust 308, DM, you can email. Let me know. I'm about to make a post. We'll figure it out. We'll get it done.
Let's take it.
I'm back
Go birds, dickhead.
later, guys. Much love.